Apart from the illegal sale of arms, human trafficking is one of the most unlawful business. 70% of human trafficked are women and children. As per the statistics by UNO, 32 billion US dollars of turnout is registered in illegal trade of human trafficking in the year 2012 and 13. Due to what are these practices that encourage selling of women and children? Devadasi. It's a very inhuman practice. Children are forced into sexual slavery, child marriages in Indian society. Parents from poor families, they willingly participate. They just sell off their children into such slavery-filled practices. In other cases, the mediators, there will be a mediator in such businesses. They lure, they attract girls to come into such practices. In other cases, the nearest male relatives of the girl lure them in the name of love or marriage. They show them a lot of attraction, saying, oh, I really love you, I will marry you. But once the girl is lured in the name of love and marriage, she is taken and sold off into slavery. In some other cases, boys trap the girls in the name of love and marriage and sell them to human trafficking mafia. So, according to a study of the Developmental Studies Department of Kannada University, in many cases the female heads, also called gharwali, immediate male relatives engage in such activities and they roam around in villages and trap innocent girls. So, I will explain you all students how this happens. So, there will be some men within the family, they will know, or in the village, they keep roaming about in the village and they know, oh, these are the families that have financial problems. Let us go and see if there are women or children there in their families. And then they track them saying, oh, we will transfer you from here to another city, or we will send you to the town for a good job. Or they may make a trap saying, oh, we really love you, you come marry me. But once they have taken you, they sell you out for prostitution or other illegal things. They roam around in villages and keep an eye on those families who have financial problems or difficulties and have female children. They'll give little money in the starting to show that, oh, we are trying to help you. And later, they transfer the girl children in the name of providing employment. They'll be like, oh, we are giving her a very good job outside. In some cases, they lure the girl in the name of love, but then they force her into prostitution. Recently, there are reports of small girls who have been lured by just giving chocolates or lured on the pretext of taking to a cinema or an ice cream parlor, and then they are sold off for money. As per the study of this Developmental Studies Department, 4% of the non-Devadasi women in prostitution were trapped by various means when they were very, very young. It could be chocolate, ice cream, money, any of these things. One needs to be very careful. Students, never ever accept anything. No chocolates, no ice creams, no money from any stranger. Any suspicious activities, you should go and report it to your teachers or parents. And if you have any financial problem, you should go to the bank if you want a loan. Don't take any monetary help from any person you do not know. What is child trafficking? This is a very important definition from examination point of view. If any human being below 18 years is employed, transferred, shifted, sheltered, sent and owned with the intention of exploitation is called child trafficking. As per estimates, 27% of children are trafficked into child labor, 20% in household works and around 46% in sexual trade or subjected to sexual exploitation. Many children are also forced to become beggars. Why do you think this happens, students? Let us now look at the reasons. Child labor, child marriage, school dropout, poverty, negligence in the family, bonded labor, all of these are all interconnected issues, and these are the main reasons for child trafficking. Apart from these, migration, shifting of residence, overexposure to internet and social media, social inequalities, gender discrimination, lack of skills, financial hardships are one of the main reasons for these problems. What do you think is effect? What will happen if child trafficking happens? Due to a lot of sexual assault, a lot of diseases, illnesses like HIV, AIDS, etc. develop. It affects the holistic development of children. They are exposed to physical, psychological and sexual exploitation. They become infected with HIV or AIDS and other sexually transmitted diseases. They undergo unwanted pregnancies, abortions, forced pregnancies, murders, drug addiction, etc. These are the many developments that take place because of human trafficking, and they are all unwanted students. Immoral Human Trafficking Prevention Act 1956 has been amended, and it prohibits, it's a very strong law, it prohibits trafficking of children and women totally. Any person who gives temptation for trafficking women or children or actually traffics them is liable for punishment under Indian Penal Code IPC 370 and would be imprisoned for a minimum of 10 years or would be imprisoned for full life. It's a very, very, very big and a grave crime. Some actions that can be taken to see to it this problem doesn't occur. 1. Formation of child right clubs in all government or aided and private schools of Karnataka. Formation of child protection committees in all government aided and private schools of Karnataka. Organizing children Grama Sabha, like how in a Grama Sabha we all come and discuss, okay, the village has this problem, that problem, and we sit to resolve it. We can have children Grama Sabha where children are exposed to these are your rights, and if they are facing any issues they can openly come and tell. They can listen to the various problems of children under 18 years of age. Formation of child rights protection units in all Gram, Taluk, Zilla, Panchayat levels, and organizing at least one meeting in 2 months could address the issues related to children. Formation of women and child trafficking prevention committees at all Gram, Taluk, Zilla, Panchayat levels, and organizing at least one meeting in 2 months to solve their problems. The committee should oversee that human trafficking is not taking place within its jurisdiction. Formation of Balika Sanghas in all Anganwadis of state. The girls aged between 11 and 18 years should be educated in Sanghas about gender discrimination, child labor, child marriages, child trafficking and unsafe touch. Personal hygiene, issues of teenage development, child rights, child laws, malnutrition and many other issues so that they become empowered in their day-to-day life. All these measures, students, have been chalked out in the form of programs by the government and instructions have been given to the agencies. Now the only thing that has to be done is we all must participate in implementing these. So this brings us to the end of the chapter, students. Students, apart from the lesson, there are a lot of videos that are there as a part in this chapter to make you understand the problems more gravely. If it interests you, you can watch them. I would suggest that you should see them to get more knowledge about these problems and what you can do as a child to prevent, or if this ever happens to you, what are the solutions that are available to you. Now let's solve the questions at the back side of the textbook, page 85. The child labor is prohibited as per dash article, 24th article of the Constitution. Child Marriage Prevention Act was implemented in the year 1986. A national policy was implemented in the year dash 1987 for the welfare of child labor. The law prohibiting female feticide was implemented in the year 1994. The law protecting children from sexual crime was implemented in the year 2012. So students, you may get confused, there are so many dates. Child marriage is the first problem. The second problem is child labor, then female feticide, then lastly sexual harassment of children. 86, 87, 94, 2012. So Child marriage is the first problem, child labor second, third one is female feticide, lastly it is sexual harassment. The years are also in the chronological order. Answer the following in a sentence. Name two social problems of India. Problem of child labor and harassment of women. Who are child laborers? Any children who are below 14 years and out of school are considered as child labor. What is female feticide? Female feticide is an attempt to stop the natural growth of a female fetus in the womb of a mother or aborting the fetus forcibly. What is child marriage? The marriage that takes place between a boy of below 21 years and a girl who is below 18 years is considered as child marriage. What is gender discrimination? Gender is a concept that's used to describe man and woman. It denotes not only biological features of man and woman, it includes the cultural, behavioral and social layers. It includes differentiation of their status and makes a hierarchy or makes one up, one down. What is child trafficking? If any human being below 18 years is employed, transferred, shifted, sheltered, sent and owned with the intention of exploitation, it's called child trafficking. What are the reasons for child labor? Explain. Lack of social environment that honors and protects child rights is the main reason for child labor. Child marriage, human trafficking of children. The greedy owners strive for less wages and more work. This is also one of the main reasons for child labor. Agricultural crisis resulting out of drought are one of the other reasons that leads to migration of families to urban areas and causes child labor. Failure to implement compulsory and universal education and non-availability of education to all children is also a reason for child labor. Failure to implement Land Reforms Act, Minimum Wages Act are other reasons. You all can learn any three reasons, students, it's enough. What are the effects of child marriage? The holistic, the overall development of children is stunted by child marriage and they lose the power of questioning. Is this right? Oh, can I do this? Should I do this? They lose the power of questioning and curiosity. As a result, violations like sexual assaults on children become more and more increased. Many rights of children like education, childhood, entertainment, interaction with friends continue to be violated. Children fall into the trap of malnutrition, anemia, diseases, abortions, infanticide, maternal mortality increases, and the chance of a girl becoming a widow at a very young age is also possible, and there is a lot of violence as well. What are the measures to eradicate or to remove child labor? Explain. So, one of the major solutions to the problem of child labor is ensuring all children below 18 years of age are in schools. A holistic approach and participation from all sections of society is needed. Ensuring gender equality, stopping migration of helpless families, creating awareness on child marriage, ensuring better implementation of child rights through Gram Panchayat. These are the various measures we all can take to eradicate child labor. Question 4. What are the ill effects of female feticide? The ill effects of female feticide are skewed sex ratio. The number of males to number of females is very skewed. Female or woman trafficking, increase in rape and assault, population decline. What are the types of gender discrimination? Inequality in birth rate, inequality in infrastructure, inequality in opportunities, inequality in ownership, inequality in family. Students, y'all can even write one point to explain inside each. You will get better marks. Question 6. What are the ill effects of hunger? The ill effects of hunger are as follows. High infant mortality rate, illness, acute vulnerability in times of disaster, impediments to development, and an impediment to economic growth. So students, this brings us to the end of the chapter Social Problems. A lot of pain that I went through while teaching it. It's very painful to know that we live in a society where such problems exist. I hope we all work hard and all of these problems are resolved. I hope you all will study all this with a lot of seriousness and imbibe very good values in your heart to see to it such problems don't exist in society anymore. Thank you.